our money back. We didn't steal this money. We worked hard to earn it.
Sally says she needs the money to pay for her sister's cancer treatment. In a similar incident last month, an armed man named Osama Sheikh Hassan held hostages at a bank for nearly 10 hours before receiving part of his trapped savings. He too said he needed money to pay for his father's hospital bill. Many others like Sally and Bassam, who are facing strict limits on withdrawals of foreign currency, gathered outside the bank after the incident. We are ruled by thieves who are forcing us to use violence, protesters chanted. People are losing patience. The economic collapse is in its third year. The currency has crashed, unemployment is high, and government services are nearly non-existent.
People believe politicians and bankers are protecting themselves while they are suffering as a result of the financial crisis. Bank deposits were used to fund the state and cover deficits. Now, the state is nearly bankrupt. Total losses amount to more than $70 billion.
There is a lack of political will to agree on an economic recovery plan that would distribute losses. And as the crisis ends, depositors warn they will have no choice but to take their money by force. Senator Al Jazeera, Beirut.
The World Health Organization is warning long COVID could lead to a new health crisis. It estimates at least 17 million people in Europe have experienced the illness, and many more will have to live with the after effects for years. John Hendren has more.
The World Health Organization warns a wide-ranging post-COVID-19 crisis is coming. The lingering effects of a syndrome called long COVID threaten to transform the lives of patients, the global healthcare system, and the world economy.
It's a post-viral syndrome, very poorly understood, very difficult to track. Many people affected. A lot of unknowns about how long people will go on and have continued symptoms and signs. Hundreds of different symptoms have been documented.
The WHO says in the first 2 years of the pandemic, more than 17 million people in Europe alone have struggled with effects lasting 3 months or longer. That's 300% higher than earlier estimates. Globally, Washington University School of Medicine puts that figure at 145 million. The group says 10 to 20% of patients develop long COVID. Symptoms include shortness of breath, fatigue with bodily pain and mood swings, and cognitive problems such as confusion, forgetfulness, and an inability to focus. Ann Lee, who chairs the network Long COVID Europe, knows how that feels. She's still experiencing some of the effects after contracting the virus in March of 2020. Women are twice as likely to suffer from the syndrome, the organization says, and the risk increases dramatically in severe cases that require hospitalization. The WHO says long COVID will affect millions more patients, and the bottom line is companies and economies. It warns that governments and health systems will need to invest in treatments, and employers will need to make special allowances for workers debilitated by long-term COVID. Making that task even more difficult is a staffing shortage.
We found that 1 out of 3 in the 40 countries that have data have a very rapidly aging health workforce, and we find that up to 40% of their medical doctors in these countries are aged over 55. So that's a ticking time bomb.
As the outbreak appears to be moving past its most serious phase, long COVID and the worker shortage suggest a new wave of post-pandemic problems has already begun. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Tel Aviv.
A fast-growing wildfire in California has destroyed buildings and is threatening several communities. The so-called mosquito fire began on Tuesday in Placer County and was initially contained by firefighters, but it's now burned across 59,000 acres, forcing 11,000 people to evacuate their homes. R&B artist R. Kelly has been found guilty of child pornography and sex abuse charges. The 55-year-old was convicted on 6 out of 13 counts by a Chicago jury in his second trial. The verdict is expected to add years to his jail term. Last year, Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison for sex trafficking and racketeering. Hello again, I'm Fuli Batibo with the headlines on Al Jazeera. A Russian-led security alliance is sending a fact-finding team to Armenia. Yerevan has asked for military help in its latest conflict with Azerbaijan. More than 150 soldiers have been killed on both sides since Monday. Protesters in Armenia have accused Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan of betrayal after he said he's willing to sign a peace deal to ensure security. Pashinyan later said nothing is official. The southern Ukrainian city of Kryvyi is at risk of flooding after Russian forces attacked the dam using cruise missiles. Some people have been asked to evacuate their homes after water levels rose on a nearby river. David Elizondo has more from Kyiv.
We're hearing from the mayor of Kryvyi, who's saying that about 100 homes there have been flooded and that partial evacuations are taking place of some of the neighborhoods of Kryvyi. It does not appear to be catastrophic flooding. Nevertheless, it is still causing serious problems because this dam was hit by several Russian missiles late Wednesday evening, and causing this Inuits River to overflow its banks and immediately start to flood the town of Kryvyi.
Uzbekistan is hosting a summit that's expected to focus on security and the economy in the Central Asia region. China's President Xi Jinping is attending and will meet his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin on the sidelines for the first time since the conflict in Ukraine began. Sweden's Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson has announced she will resign. Her centre-left coalition was defeated by a right-wing bloc in Sunday's election. And thousands of mourners have begun to file past the coffin of Queen Elizabeth II. The body will lie in state at Westminster Hall for the next 4 days. A 5-kilometre-long queue is stretching through London as people wait to pay their respects. The Metropolitan Police says the Queen's funeral and lying in state is the biggest security operation it's faced. And finally, the Afghan Taliban has rejected a decision by the U.S. to transfer $3.5 billion in frozen assets to a Swiss-based trust. The plan is for the trust to distribute the funds where needed in Afghanistan. The Taliban says the assets must be sent directly to the Afghan Central Bank. Those are the headlines on Al Jazeera. I'll be back with more news after the stream. Stay with us. We understand the differences and similarities of cultures across the world. So no matter what news you, Al Jazeera will bring you the news and current affairs that matter to you. Al Jazeera.
What you're listening to are pressure waves from a galaxy cluster known as Perseus, about 240 million light years away from Earth. NASA's Black Hole remix recently went viral online, and it's fueling more and more interest in black hole science, as well as its mysteries. Hi, I'm Ahmed Shahabuddin. I can imagine, like me, you have a lot of questions, so jump into today's YouTube chat and you can be part of this discussion. A black hole is believed to be the most extreme environment in the universe, an area in space where the force of gravity is so intense that not even light can escape. But how much do scientists really know about black holes and what their actual purpose is? Well, joining us today in Connecticut, Priyamvada Nadarajan, a professor of astronomy and physics at Yale University and one of the principal investigators with Harvard University's Black Hole Initiative. In the U.S. state of Rhode Island, Kimberly Arcand, a data visualizer and science communicator for NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory, and in New York State, Jehan Kartaltepe, an astrophysicist at the Rochester Institute of Technology, where she studies the evolution and formation of galaxies. Thank you so much for being with us beyond feeling very unaccomplished after all those introductions. No, I'm joking. So many interesting burning questions here, really, but let's start with the most fundamental. Kimberly, what is a black hole?
Well, I think a black hole is a really cool thing. It is a really interesting thing and a thing of mystery. But in essence, I like to think of them as a dense, compact object whose gravitational pull is so strong that within a certain distance of it, nothing, not even light, can escape. And many of the black holes that we sort of know and love, I guess, are thought to be the result from the collapse of a very, very, very massive star as it sort of gets towards the end of its stellar evolution.
That's a simple explanation that I can understand. I want to ask you though, Priya, when we talk about black holes, there's a lot of misconceptions. There's a lot of maybe confusion of what it exactly is. So they certainly seem to help us understand how our galaxy kind of was shaped and formed. But what fascinates you most about it?
Well, I guess as Kim just mentioned, right? So you can think of the black hole as a place of extreme gravity from which nothing can escape. And there is this region, sort of like a sacred boundary, if you will, called the event horizon. So once you cross the event horizon, nothing, no matter, not even light can escape. So what happens inside the event horizon is something that we don't quite understand. We're starting to understand it and figure it out. But we know that the black hole actually encases a point that we call a singularity. This is where all our knowledge of physics breaks down. So for me, the fascination with black holes is that they represent the edge, sort of the limits of knowledge, right? And so trying to understand them, like they're literally pushing knowledge and our minds as much as we possibly can.
Well, I mean, that's certainly fascinating to me. I mean, my dad's a physicist. He spent much of his life trying to explain some of this stuff to me. I don't know that I got it, but that certainly it makes sense to me. I mean, so when you say singularity, that's the center of the black hole. This is where we don't have sort of the physics knowledge to really understand what's going on. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. So all our laws, right? Nature has all these laws, these symmetries, and everything kind of breaks down when we approach the singularity.
Interesting, fascinating. Jehan, when we talk about sort of galaxies and how they've evolved, I know a lot of your research focuses on this. We have people in our live YouTube chat right now actually asking some pretty pointed questions I want to share with you. One of them says, do black holes lead to higher dimensions? And maybe the most interesting one to me from Solid Cancer,
تنبال ما حنا كيوالدينا ما زد لهم الكونتور ما عندهمش تاع الصراحه ما عرفت فين كاين هاد الكونتور ديالهم كاين متصافى لا الوقت لا وبدلنا هنا بالجامعة تولي صافي ما بقيتش واخا صافي ما عرفتوش اشنو النمرة واخا
İman Bey.
Is this tap water?
Yeah, just leave it. I need it for the.
I'm just gonna.
Oh my god, this is beautiful.
The plant.
Yeah, the green. Wow. So nice. You don't feel hot?
Not that hot, no.
أجيب شيشة. مش بسالت. يلا. يلا تحركي. يلا.
إيمان
Do you want to tell him about something else because he's done?
أو هل تعرف إلكتريك؟
كنت عرفت تركب الكاميرات.
لا صرت لك واحد
ولكن
He will send somebody to me.
صرت لك واحد الشيء
بغا يوريك شي حاجة.
ها
انظر هذا
ها
يعني لا أعرف كيف هذا يشتغل ولكن يوجد خيط هذا خيط أريد
He's not an electrician. أنت ماشي تريسيان ما غاتفهمش في هادشي ياك؟
لا
He is not an electrician.
انا نسيتك
He
السي
will send you somebody to fix that for you.
أوكي سأتصل بك
واخا مش مشكل باش نكونوا
How much do I have to pay? كم سأدفع لك؟
هذا 110 شوف اللي بعثنا شي حاجه تاع خلينا نوضح الرافرنسا
100 شحال قلتي 110 110 for that thing if you don't you have hundreds?
No. Have you got change?
No.
إنك ممكن نسأل أوكي
Ibrahim,
Yeah.
go down with him and then.
No, it's okay. ممكن نسأل إبراهيم؟
لا شوف خليتها تتصرف بها وقتها مبارك ولا شي حاجه
He said when you have the change, give it to Mubarak. Mubarak will give it to him.
كم هو بالضبط؟
110 for that thing. And if you want to give him some, 110 for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then if you want to give him something good.
Yeah, how much? Tell me.
No, it's up to you.
You tell me, man.
Whatever you want to give.
That's why I don't like discussing this.
Yeah, okay, just give him 160.
Okay, me and what's it too? Okay. Sorry. Okay, سأعطي مباراة.
إذا عنده استفسار غادي يطلع يجيبوا لي، إذا عنده استفسار غادي نرجع نجيبها لك.
لا ليس مشكلة.
نجيب لك 40 درهم.
نعم.
Yeah.
شكرا. عبد الجليل شكرا.
Don't play with him. It's coming back.
Yeah.
I think I was having a sweet dream and then you woke me up. Didn't let me sleep this night. It was small. You're loud like a lion. Like, oh. I kept touching you and Muhammad.
1 minute, please.
Get on your side.
Okay, when you can just take a look at.
Easier.
Hello. Excellent. So just looking at that function, okay?
So check it out. Let me share the screen,
Okay.
so you can keep a track on where am I.
I've seen this code before, but I didn't realize that it doesn't pass anything.
It is extremely stupid. Okay. So, okay, here I go. So this is envoy config, right?
Yeah.
And the next time you call it is update config from API options.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Right. And what happens here? You have envoy configuration, which get to basically do what you do here. Get virtual host.
Yeah.
Which is this. So you get a virtual host from a map.
Yeah.
And then you go on about like, okay, as virtual host.
Okay.
What it does here is, okay, checks if the name is this, blah, blah, blah, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, you're going to go with the envoy configuration further on. Just, what?
By the way, before we change topics here, you know this envoy configuration, it gets created each time in the reconcile loop. If you go to envoy config.
Exactly, yeah. That's where I find it. So here it is. If you go envoy,
yeah, that's
nothing, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so you do add route to virtual host, right?
Yeah.
This function here. So this is like checking if among the virtual hosts.
I think
so. In the single virtual host that you got,
yeah,
checks for the roots.
Yeah.
So
basically scroll down a bit. So scroll down. There should be like a generate snapshot. Scroll down. You see, it's. I don't think it's not adding the virtual.
It is not getting actual snapshot. This is generate.
Yeah, but you see the resource.listener type.
Which line is it?
231.
This one.
Yeah, I think I'm not 100% sure. I think you might need that for a virtual host. Oh no, is it done there? Oh yeah, it's done already.
It's nothing. So okay, let's go this way. So once you generate that snapshot, right? You need to add listeners, whatever bullshit, right? And then apply new feed snapshot. So you hit cache manager, apply new. So
so what happened? What happens is, you know,
what are we doing here, by the way?
This is applying. If you go back to the function you're looking at, the generate snapshot, whatever is inside snap in line 238.
Yeah, this one consistent.
Yeah, no, just the first part. Yeah, just the first part. Snap.
This one.
Yeah, so whatever.
No, this is snap. Yeah.
So if the virtual host is in there, and then you apply it to the cache manager, Envoy will eventually update.
Wait. So after you generate the snapshot, you apply it on Envoy manager.
Yeah.
So effectively, what we are doing here is each time we get an Envoy config, which we might add stuff with, without discrimination. So even if this is nothing, right?
Yeah, update is very confusing. It should because it's creating a new Envoy config, which is a bit.
Yeah. But wait, in order for me to validate, so check this out. So this is the error I got. Failure adding the root to host, right?
1 second, let me read it. Let me read the entire thing. It says root already exists for vhost.
I know that. I'm aware of that. I did it intentionally. what I want to do here is, I want to, just a second. How the hell does it know that this, because this here gets invoked with, I honestly don't get it. So envoy config here, which is used like here and never again. So the first time you instantiate it here,
Yeah.
you create an instance of it, right? And
Yeah.
then you should be, this envoy config should become something.
Oh yeah. So if you scroll down, basically the important thing is the apply fleet snapshot.
Yes.
Effectively, the envoy config just generates a snapshot, and then after it's generated the snapshot, the apply and there should be a line called, if you keep going down, there should be, most important thing is that apply.
Okay, there's a add listener generated snapshot.
Yeah, once you got the snapshot,
apply.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
So bear with me. If this is the somewhere, right? And if I wanted to just validate,
you know what you should do? In the envoy config,
just
do this. Go to generate snapshot, and then at the place where the virtual host is being added, where is it? Make root configuration, I think.
This one.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, I would.
So this is where it happens. So there is a.
Yeah. So inside there, add root to virtual host. What I would do is in the generate snapshot function.
Yeah, we would have to do a check.
Yeah, just call validates all on each virtual host. So if you scroll down a bit, I'll show you where.
Wait, validate. Okay, it's on a cluster.
Yeah, so it's done on a cluster, but I think you need to do it. You need to do it on every object, every.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. So this is validating cluster, which is okay. This is cluster levels. Right. It doesn't have anything to do with roots. It doesn't touch roots.
Yeah, there's missing calls to validate all inside that envoy config file.
But check this out.
And also, like.
So, how do we? So this is a plain. How does this know?
It really before.
No, how does this know that there is a root already added to this?
So
add root to host.
So go to generate snapshot. Okay.
So, by this time, the envoy config should have. Wait. So generate snapshot is something that we constructed here.
Yeah. Okay. So if you go into generate snapshot.
Yes.
So what you should do is you see in the for loop in the clusters, on line 224, just before you append it.
Yes.
Do C. Press enter, then C dot validate all. And then likewise.
Yeah, handle the error.
Yeah, handle the error. And
but how would I do this? So there's so there's a webhook somewhere in the API. I'm not gonna dig it now.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is, oh my god.
And the listener also.
So there's no way to check for single roots whether it exists on envoy configuration.
single root if it exists. I think
So there is a root Bana, and I want to check if because and we can only have a single root.
I think you might be able to do it. I'm not 100. Basically, that snap consistent. I think this part does the check, but also I think you might need to note that cluster.
Yep.
Go back, please.
Mm-hmm.
Go back once more.
From consistent.
Yeah. You go config.
Wait, sorry. Is it config? Okay.
Yeah. So I think maybe this needs to be validated, and what is this? I don't know how you're going to validate this part, but because the clusters is being validated here, that's fine. But these.
So wait, the E, the onward configuration here. This here.
Yeah. How does it know that there's a root?
Yeah. Where does it?
I think it's a snap.
New here. There is only new onward configuration. Right?
I think it's that snap can. If you read the documentation for snap consistent, just hover over snap consistent in generate snapshot. Yeah, if you just hover over it, the documentation says, yeah, checks the dependent resources are exactly listed.
So, yeah, but this is for us. This is failing here. So it fails at adding root to host, right? So which means that the list of hosts here is already populated, and we know how to check it. Right?
Oh, okay.
Right, because this is all I can get here. The onward configuration is passed.
Oh,
here.
I see.
This is what I'm trying to track. So there's an onward config, which is here. And if I go with this one, so it is called either here or here. Maybe.
What does the debug? Does the debug page show anything?
Which debug?
The config dump.
I haven't configured it. No, it doesn't matter. I just want to. What I'm trying to do here is do a validation, so you can't. Right now, so what happened here? I had this one. I just renamed it, right?
Yeah.
It was the same crap here, and I ended up with an error which says failure adding the root to be host, right? So, and this happened only when I do add root to host, on e.g. this. But what I'm curious here, if we are, so our configuration gets in here, right? If I go into config manager, which has our configuration here, our configuration should be populated with something.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading here is get virtual hosts.
Why don't you print? You know what the point with the error message? Go back to where the error message is coming. Yeah. So if you go to add root to virtual host to vhost.
Yes. There is nothing there.
Yeah, what I would do is I would, in addition to returning the error message, I would return. Go back. I would return the map e dot. So I would return.
It does return that. Check it out.
No. I mean this entire.
Oh, all the hosts.
All the hosts, and then you can.
No, we are printing out the hosts. Just a sec. Failure added. Just a sec. So and failed to generate blah blah blah. This will be host something. Check it out. So this is your message. Just a second.
Do word. No, just do word wrap. View. Click on view Okay, never mind.
No, I don't like it because then it messes up with my code.
Failure config failure
So
adding the
v, for vhost asterisk.
So that means there's already a virtual host with
Yeah, which I know, But if I were to check this here, so add root fails for basically iterates through roots, right? And it gives you true or false.
So
right?
why don't you return? Go back. Why don't you return this and also all the roots in the error message?
You mean
Yeah, and also e dot roots. I think. No what is it called?
just like clusters?
Yeah.
Like, okay, better. No, I need to make it.
No, that was fine. All you need to do is just append.
No, just let me track this. So this should be W. The host.
You've changed
Right,
it.
and then yeah, I know I have changed, and then like this.
No. It should be %v.
I don't know what clusters are.
It's a map. Yeah, it should be v.
Yeah, I did put v.
No, you put w.
W is for unknown.
No, W is for error.
No, W is for.
No,
check it out how it was.
No,
just
just
like this.
no. Redo your change. No.
There you go. Yeah, I changed it here from S
So
because I'm passing a map out.
Error. You can only use W. W means wrap error.
Isn't it for any?
No. Percent. V.
Yeah. Okay, it's unknown, right?
Yeah.
So we host. The clusters. Come on.
Scroll up.
Oh, just a second. Did I push that? Right.
You haven't saved it, have you?
Yeah. No, I'm just checking something before. Why is images this level, right? Check it out. This is
the image is not issue. Yeah.
Right. too short to wait this, right? Okay, so go on the okay, so this is creating okay, this one is good, and then I'm going to add simple API, right?
Yeah.
Just to mess up with it. And okay, so what was the thing? Already exists for hosts. Didn't pick up my change, right?
Doesn't look like it. I can't see clusters being printed.
Nope. Obviously, somewhere else it's failing. Okay.
No, but it should still print that error message.
No, the same thing is in 3 places.
No. But you know when you do, sorry, when you do this, yeah. When you do wrap error, the error that comes from here will appear here.
Wait. What did we change, by the way?
Add root to virtual host, I think.
Can't actually it doesn't hit this one at all.
No. You're calling. Sorry, don't change anything. You are calling add root to vhost.
Yeah,
but so this should appear because if you jump back now, if you go to,
I can see, but it already exists for vhost.
I think your image hasn't been deployed or hasn't been cycled correctly. Yeah, that's the latest one.
Oh, how about I should build it, right?
Oh yes, of course. Okay.
What was the name?
Build Docker image or something.
Docker, yeah. Okay, and maybe I should start using cards. It should be getting the same error. So you just like cats, right?
No, I like canine dogs, but I can't. I live in a flat. I can't get one.
Yeah, well, it's not recommended.
Yeah, I mean inside the house. Yeah.
Yeah, in the garden. Yeah. Well, I would get one, but my wife is kind of scared.
No, they're very friendly.
They are, but she's just scared. You can't really deal with phobias, right? Okay, this is a bit more verbose than it was before, right? Already exists. What? Okay. There we go. Here's the one. And okay, let's give it a try here. White figures. Can't generate field to generate conflict field, adding the root to the host can't add root.
You didn't pick up the.
Did I? When you try and keep to rush it, it doesn't work. I think my brain is just broken.
No, I think it's your image that's not being used.
I just pushed it.
Okay, but edit the deployment again.
Let's check. Oh my god.
You should use Oh My Z Show.
Check it.
You know you can press tab, yeah?
No, I don't have Alt 3. Image is correct. If I do need I'm too old for that shit.
Pull. Sorry, what was the image pull policy? If not present.
If not present.
Maybe change that to always.
Mm-hmm. What do I want to do? Okay. Next cycle. Now it is pulling it. Okay. Got it, I think. There's something wrong with me, honestly.
Yeah, the image is not being picked up, man. I don't know. Could
Wait. I didn't change that one. I changed it in the thing. What's the message? Count attribute, right? To host root already exists for host static. Wait, does it happen again?
Can you tag your image as something else?
I will. Watch. Oh, CBS here. I don't need to run make. Actually, I need to no. That's the problem. Whenever trying to use the history, it gets messed up.
Yeah, I use a separate the Visual Studio terminal is a bit weird.
It loses history from time to time. To domains, roots, hello.
So, yeah, there we are. So we have something now. Yeah, you can see the change.
Roots, what does it end here? Okay, so we printed the entire cluster, the root, and clusters are empty here, which is okay. That's something we're looking for. And let me copy
Domains.
Just say
Already exist.
oh, let me do this.
Just do command W, man.
Command W.
Yeah.
It will kill it.
Oh no, is it? How do you word wrap? There's a shortcut for it, man. If you click on view.
It will mess up my code and I can't work.
No, you can toggle it off with one hotkey.
So the names for all the names it gets it. So obviously here at this point. So if I did the same, what I did to what happens here in add root? Basically, if I extract this one, root of this, right? If I extract this into a function, like this, right? And then extract this shit on it. Right, and then I kill roots because they're already present.
Yeah, I mean.
This, right? Roots, right? This should be handling it. And then whatever I do at root, so virtual host in the config where it's here at root to host, right? In the Angular configuration, I cluster this, so I will do something like this. Root exists, right? And I would do here root, so I get this, something like this, right? And then return and I know the root, right? It could be named, like what is RP here? Yeah, I can pass this maybe simplified, right? RT Okay. Something like this, right?
You'd have to look up the vhost as well.
No. Yeah, I would have to pause that. And just a second. Okay. Route name, vhost. Something like this, right? Okay, so doing the above. Okay, I can pause this logger and then return host, right? Because it doesn't matter. And then well,
I was just thinking the problem is, you know, the wildcard. If you go back to that the fourth tab in Visual Studio Code, the fourth.
I'm not sure what you said.
Can't add root. The third tab in Visual Studio Code. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot add root to vhost. Root.
Yeah. What I've backtracked it here. So this is the vhost v, right? This should.
Yeah, but you're attempting to add hello.
Wait, what is a virtual host here? A cluster is the upstream of hosting, right? A virtual host is the envoy tree.
I think a virtual host is attached to a listener. I need to double check it.
Let's see. No. Add root to the virtual host and DHA.
If I was you, I'd bring up the config dump.
Oh, okay. So hosts. Wait, let me see. We don't have hosts, right? So wait, hosts. These are options of the. Where am I? Options of the. How does this? Oh, okay. Fill the default. See here, the default one is the
Everything.
If you haven't specified, yeah.
So maybe it's a API spec config error. I don't know.
Yeah, but now help me understand this. So add root to host, right? And it goes anywhere. This one, this gets invoked in the config manager, right? And envoy config here is here. And if I go one by one, so this is passed in here, it's just nothing, right? There is nothing in the envoy config. This is just an empty crap.
It seems like it's empty, but it's not, because when I was doing the auth stuff, it does get populated.
Somewhere, right?
Yeah, it gets populated. I think it's in. If you scroll down, update. Scroll down a bit. I'll show you where. I think it might be that function. So if you go inside here, update. Yeah.
No, nothing happens.
Well, 1 second. Scroll down. I'll show you where it is. Keep going down. Yeah. So for example, like if you were to look in here, you would see that it takes the envoy configuration, and then if you scroll down,
yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it does get populated. I'm sure of it. But I mean, in the auth case, I'm certain in the auth case it gets populated.
Dear God. But wait.
The thing that I don't understand is why it creates a new config each time.
It is stateless, so you are looking for a config, right? But what I don't understand here is if we invoke it like this, right? So this is the order of how it's being used, right?
Yeah.
So wait, let me go to the not here. What is this? And the bulbul is made. The name, okay, we go. Where is it? Oh, okay, it's still here. So handle, and we hit validate here. API object validate. So if we do envoy config equals config new, right? Okay, I have to get all the reads here, right? Even if I do this, I would have to get every single read in it. Like we're doing it here, and then we have reads path item, right? Then path becomes what? Root path. And then I have to generate root path.
Was this roots line 114? Roots to go to line 114?
114, yeah.
So yeah, double click that. Where is that being used?
Each time it's something is appended to it.
Yeah, so
And
eventually it's going to get. So yeah, it must get appended. Yeah, keep going.
It ranges through it, and then each time a root RT is here. Just a sec.
So it does get used.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this parser is
so it convoluted code, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna. There's an electrician coming. I need to drop off. Yeah.
Go.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. Hello. Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hello. Where are you? Okay, I'll open the door for you. Car. Okay, so الطبق والثالث رقم 13. Iman, do you have 40 dirham by any chance?
Yeah.
Okay. سأفتح لك الباب. Hello? Hello? Sir? Does it work? Yeah.
Yeah, just try it. It's much better than the other one.
Oh, that's what I'm talking. See, that's what's frustrating.
Yeah. That's why it's expensive.
Sorry.
السلام عليكم.
Hold
How are you? Fine.
So the problem is this wire.
Please.
You see, there's also this one.
Because this lamp is common. You're on. It's on. You're on.
Yeah, you can do it.
It's good.
Okay.
Are you programming this? You finished programming? You are connected with this?
Yeah, this is connected now.
It's connected?
Yes. But I tell you what I want to do. I want to put the camera maybe No. Where should I put it?
What do you survey?
Just the plants. Maybe I should put it. Yeah, okay, if we put it here. Yeah, I'll show you 1 second. Yeah, so
This position.
no, where should I put it?
The camera must be aware.
Where should I put it? Here.
No. Yes.
Okay.
Or
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. But okay.
I have a yes.
But the wire is not long enough. Mbarak.
Symbolic.
No. You know him.
Yes.
Oh, Mbarak. Sorry.
سامح حسن
أنا بقى دوزن.
لا بتنهي تطرق لي معه لازم اضرب
الله يحفظ والدي. Thank you.
I'll take
It will measure the
okay. Let me take the camera down.
yes.
You know this other camera, the POE. You know POE camera. If I go to the shop and buy it, what? 1 second. Let me just. 1 minute. Just 1 second. Yes. Don't worry. I'll clean it. You know this you know the POE camera.
Pure.
You know the
Yes.
the
All the signal and alimentation in one cable.
in one cable.
Yes.
Can you put it here?
Yes.
If I buy one,
Okay.
can you put the POE camera here?
Yes.
How will you do it? Okay.
The camera have a block, same this,
Yeah.
but for one cable.
One cable.
Yes.
And you can do it, yeah?
Yes. You have a connection.
Yeah, POE, this one.
No, rotor of yes. For good comprehension, we will take one cable
Yeah,
from
this
this
cable, yeah.
for another piece.
Oh, you need another PS.
Yes, and for this piece, one cable for camera.
Oh, okay. I don't like that one.
No, you must buy camera and this piece.
Yeah, okay.
This piece.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
600.
Okay, understand. So
the material.
So you think I should put it here? Yeah. Where should I put it? That will stick the stigma. You stick. Where should I put it? Here. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yes. Okay. No, because I need to change the memory card. Okay. Yes. It works. Yes. It works, yeah? Yes. Okay. No, Kenya. Kenya? Yeah.
Where is the camera?